Yes, your boy AG Cornerman Boxing. Have the pleasure tonight, Uncle Leon Muhammad on the line. How we doing, Uncle? Let the world know how you feeling, man.
Oh boy, all praise due to Allah. Cornerman Boxing in association with Leon J. Muhammad, the Hall of Famer in 3 states. What a night in Las Vegas last night. Oh my God, Errol Spence got his ass whooped. Oh boy, the lapdog for Top Rank is talking about it. The hitman for Don King. Listen, Spence, remember, whatever you do in life, it comes back to bite you. And you got bit by a kid from Omaha, Nebraska last night.
Man,
Derrick James, you talked all that stuff about what you do. I told the world, AG, I told Cornerman Boxing, I told you years ago, the day we did the interview about Big Baby Miller, that it would never, if it happened, he couldn't beat this kid. Derrick James won the Trainer of the Year award. He didn't have an answer for his student.
right.
Bomax, my man. Terence Crawford, I love you, baby. I love you, mama and grandmama. Y'all my people down there in Coach Reds. It was a team effort. You heard Bomax. It was a team effort. What I will say, Errol Spence, what's for you in life, you're going to get it. He beat himself. He beat himself in the nightlife. He beat himself. The life you live should speak for you. He didn't live like a fighter. Crawford lives like a fighter.
For sure.
I wish him well. I'm glad he didn't get hurt last night. My hats go off to my homie from Newark, New Jersey, referee Harvey Dock, a wonderful man. I met him in life. He's a good man. He's a good father, and he's a good son to his father.
Right.
Harvey Dock did the right thing, AG.
He's a former fighter as well, Harvey Dock.
He did the right thing. My hats go off to Harvey Dock and to the organization for bringing in Harvey Dock.
Right.
What I will say, Derrick James, as great as people thought he was, he didn't have an answer.
Right. It seemed like they just had one game plan.
Bomax told the world, I'm not the greatest trainer in the world, or the smartest trainer in the world, but I'm the smartest guy in the world by taking a page from every great trainer's book. You saw some of Georgia Benton, you saw some of Angelo Dundee, and you saw more of Ray Arcel. You may not know who Ray Arcel is, but you've seen him.
Oh, of course we know who he is. Oh, he trained Durant, he trained a bunch of legends.
Okay, you know who he is then.
For sure.
He took a page from everybody's book. He took a page from the Aaron Snowell book. Now, we don't talk about Aaron Snowell time with Mike Tyson. I talk about Aaron Snowell when he took Frankie the Surgeon Randall, the late Frankie, rest in peace champ, and a young Frankie Randall, and he beat Chavez, old man Chavez, at his prime. So, when you got a guy like that, in how your character, AD, what makes you a household name? You see how Terence Crawford's cousin them went at Crawford, him and his family? They just walked away. Man, we ain't about that. We come to fight, win, and enjoy my family and go home. I love how he took care of Mommy in the ring. You know, it was a joy. I should have been there, AG, but my health wouldn't allow me to be there. And plus, I don't like airplanes. But what I will say, he boxed his ass off, AG. He boxed him. He counter-punched him. He shot him up. Both match numbers ready, man. You know, Coach Reds and all of them. I love Coach Red. You know Coach Red, my guy.
Oh, that's your guy for sure. That's my guy too. He official for sure.
You know Coach Red loved me and you.
Yeah, Coach Red the truth.
Because we was with him in New Jersey. We was with him.
Yeah, yes sir. He loved the history. He was breaking down the history, showing me old fighters and stuff.
That's right. You was there. But AG, did you see that Larry Holmes jab last night?
Oh man, that jab was the
Did you see
most
that Larry
impressive
Holmes
thing to
jab?
me. That was the.
Oh man,
Cause I'm not gonna
that
lie, like
jab broke him down.
I thought Spence had a good jab, but Crawford's jab was just better. Like,
Listen, that jab. Did you hear what Jim Gray said? That Mike Tyson said?
what he said, I didn't catch it.
Jim Gray said he was sitting next to Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson said he had a battleground shotgun jab.
It was. He knocked him down with the jab.
Al Bernstein was talking about that shotgun jab.
He knocked him down with it.
Yeah, listen. Bo Max said, we worked on a strong jab because we know he had a good jab, but we wanted to beat him to the punch. He cut him up. He beat him up. AD, I wouldn't buy it with your money, the rematch.
I don't think that's the right move for Spence right now to go. I mean, I can't tell him what to do. He might make the biggest money in that fight, but his health is important. You know what I'm saying? He might not be the same after this last fight.
AG, Errol Spence need 3 or 4 wins before we go back in the limelight.
Yeah, that fight took a lot out of him.
AG, now you tell me, and Cornerman Boxing fan, y'all can send in your replies and your questions to AG, and AG will get them to me. But I want to say to Cornerman Boxing fans, I believe they should put on some club shows and bring him back in October in the 8th round or 10th round with some nobodies, but with some hot guys in the state that's trying to get to the next level.
Right.
That's what I think.
Right. I mean, he did say he wanted to move up.
I think also it done ran its course with Derrick James. How you feel about that, AG?
I love Derrick James. I think he's a great trainer, but one criticism I will have, besides the fact they only had one game plan to walk Bud down, which didn't work. I also thought he just stopped the fight. He should have stopped the fight. I feel like he might have saved Errol a little bit of punishment. You could tell he wasn't gonna win that fight, like by the 6th, 7th round. And I just felt like I'm glad Harvey Dock stepped in, because I was waiting for Derrick to throw the towel, and he just didn't do it. Like,
you know what, AG? You say 6, I say more 5.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm just throwing out. Yeah, it was early. You could tell.
No. You learn a lot in the last 4 years I met you about boxing, and you off a couple rounds, AG. But I was saying more 5, like the early 6.
Right.
I wouldn't, if I was in the corner, AG. Anybody I know, I would have made him stop it.
Yeah, he should have.
I would have made him stop it because, AG. If you watch that double hook to the ear, he could have wound up. His eagle living was off like Wilder, but not bad as Wilder. You remember that second knockdown, that double hook to the ear?
Yep.
To knock off the eagle open?
Yeah.
The eagle living?
Yeah.
That's what people, all y'all said that I was a Errol Spence hater, a top-ranked lapdog, and Don King henchman. Hey, my prediction was right. I told y'all, Bluebird Sports, all them other guys that took sides against me, against Errol Spence, I ain't hating on him. I just thank God he didn't get hurt. He can go home to his 2 lovely daughters and his lovely woman and his family. Champ, last night wasn't your night. I'm glad my man won, who was Bud Crawford. I love Bud, both his grandmothers and my buddies. I go get the scratch off from him in New York. And I love his father, a good guy. And his sister, that's my girl. They're good people. But I'm not wishing any bad ill against Errol Smith. The better fighter won last night. Terence Crawford is the better fighter. I just, like you said, AG, Derrick James only had one game plan. To go in there, I got a bigger fighter. I got a taller fighter. We're going to muster him around and knock him out.
Yeah. There was no plan B. There was no adjustments. Like,
Bo Max had the answers. Jab you, counter punch, and get out the way. That's what he did, and that's what Terence does best, counter punch. If you heard the fight, Al Bernstein was talking about that shotgun jab all night. You watched the fight. You heard Al Bernstein say he got a shotgun jab.
Yeah, no, that jab was, man.
Oh,
I didn't
AD,
know it was
when that
that
jab
good. Like,
working, I'm not going to dog Errol Spence because there's no need to dog.
right.
I wanted my people wanted to fight. Coach Red and Bo Max and all of them down there, Terrence and his family. They didn't know Big Leon, the Hall of Fame. I love him. I love
For
his
sure.
father. So I'm with him. But AG, I just couldn't believe, AG, how good that jab was. Did you know that jab was that great?
I didn't know it was that great. I knew he had a jab, but I didn't know it was gonna be great or be better than Spence's jab. I knew he was gonna try to take Spence's jab away, but I didn't know his jab was gonna be that much better.
If you look at it, that was a Larry Holmes jab last night.
Man,
That had to have been a Larry Holmes jab.
that's as good as a jab as I ever seen one. Really, like.
Yes, I haven't seen one since Larry Holmes.
And I will say that was an all time great performance at last night. To do what he did to Errol Spence is.
Yeah, AG, I want to tell Cornerman boxing thing. I ain't hating on the kid tonight. I ain't gloating. But what I will say, he got his ass kicked. Go home, rest, talk to your people. Our time, I think, young man, wish you well. Continue being a good father to your two lovely young daughters and be a good man for your woman. Let God be your guide. But what I will give you some advice, all respect due to Derrick James, but I think it's time for Derrick James to go and bring in somebody else. Because your man only had one game plan. And the game plan was for you to bully, jab, and you got beat by a smaller guy with a jab. That showed you last night, going back to the Mikey Garcia fight. Listen, this guy was too tough for you. They had answers that y'all didn't have.
Right.
And his jab, when the smaller jab I beat the bigger jab, you tell me something's wrong. I'm not blaming Derrick James. And I think, bro, before you come back, AG, and I want your fan to know this is not hate words. I think before he come back, he need a thorough medical makeover. When I say that, he need to go back to the eye doctor. He need to get head tested. He need to get his heart checked. He need to get his blood pressure and stuff checked. And do some soul searching before he take on, and do not come back on a big level. Come back on some 8s and some 10s around Texas, around the Carolinas, around the casinos in Mississippi. Bruh, I wish you well. And AG, now that we got Errol Spence out of the way, what the Indianario 50 years old?
What's that?
The Denario, he was on that car, ain't he 50?
Oh, Donaire, Donito, man, he didn't even have a corner team. He had his wife there. I don't know how. I think he usually does that, but I don't know. He crazy.
Ain't he 50?
He was over 40. I know that. Much respect to him, but yeah.
He got to be over 40.
Yeah, for sure. He would have been the oldest bantamweight champion if he won last night.
He been around forever.
He said, "What the hell is going on?"
Did he win the title in his 30s?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. He's been around for a minute.
I ain't crazy now. People think I'm crazy. But he was 33, 34, 31, 32 when he won the title. So he got to be damn near 50.
I got to look up his exact age.
He's our oldest Saul man he was.
Yeah, but I mean, he says he don't feel old, and that's not even in his mind, so.
Did the fight go 12?
Yeah, I believe so. Nah, it was a decision. I believe it was the decision.
And tell me, what you call them fighter beat? Samson Liverges. Samson fighter.
Oh, them guys, he got guns with him every time.
Listen, AG, do you believe it or not, Sam Lichman used to work for me and Murad Muhammad.
Oh wow, really?
When we had Manny, he worked for us. You didn't know that Manny used to be with the guys out of the Muslims?
Yeah, I believe that. What was that when he first got here?
Yeah, we brought him over here.
Mm.
Manny was the bantamweight.
Right.
Manny, that's why I say that Manny is better than Floyd, because Manny won titles in 8 divisions.
That's a crazy feat. I don't know if we'll ever see that in a little while. Maybe Naoya Inoue could do it. I don't know if you've watched the Japanese fighter, but
Hey, tell me, Sean Gibbs got all the Japanese fighters. Sean Gibbs. and all the Filipinos. AD, he just called me from Japan. Goddamn Sean Gibbons. Sean Gibbons, that's my man. AD, you know that's my man.
yeah, for sure. He got love for you. I always noticed that.
Yeah, that's my man, Sean. But AD, I just couldn't believe what happened in Las Vegas that night. Even AD, did you see the look on people's faces when Harvey Doc stopped it? You can believe that happened.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't. I was so out of it. I wasn't even looking at the TV no more. I'm looking like.
AD, could you believe? Could you believe your own eyes? What happened?
I ain't gonna. I could believe it. I could definitely believe it. I picked that Crawford would win. And I felt Crawford could hurt him. I just didn't know it would be that one sided. I thought Spence would.
AD, you said it before with me, but you
Yeah.
didn't say it like you said it now. You just didn't know.
Yeah.
We knew he was gonna win, but not like that.
Yeah. I thought Spence would at least get a couple rounds. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't like he was his daddy.
Man, he said he was gonna take his belt off too. He told him that.
And he said, "I'm gonna fry your fish," and he fried that fish.
Man,
He cooked them up. He said, "I'm gonna gut you," and he gutted his man. Errol Spence face looked so bad.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. made a good point. He said all of that might be scar tissue from that accident, because the way his face just got bloody everywhere, he's like, that's not normal. That's got to be some of that scar tissue, from the accident. He been in a crazy accident.
The second one or the first one?
What the first accident? He might have scars there on his face all over. I don't know. He just said his face looked unusually bloody.
Yeah, man. Roy made a statement.
Yeah, he said he ain't never seen nobody face get all bloody like that. Like, so it was too unusual.
Listen, I don't think them titches. Terence Crawford just bust them titches open.
Terence Crawford, that boy hit hard, man.
That was a hell of a jam, man. Shout out to Ray, Coach Ray, and Bo Max, Ashley, and everybody in the group down there. Mom and Dad, that was a hell of a team. That was a team effort last night. Like Bo Max said, it was a team effort.
Yeah, and it's amazing how them guys came up together. Like, their story, nobody believed in them. They stuck together, and you really don't see that in boxing no more.
But you know what, AT? I just found out that they started together as kids, and they turned pro in York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I think one of his stablemates told me that.
I'll pull up Terrence's record. He started in York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
My niece and her father, the one you met in Newark, she trained at the gym where Terrence turned pro at.
Oh, wow.
In York, Pennsylvania. That's better. They don't really have no more AD. Cornerman boxing. They don't do much as they used to. A pro-am card. Back in the day, in the gym, the big gym, they did pro-amateur cards every 60 days. Amateur on the top and pros on the bottom.
Right.
I don't know, because you over there a lot. Do Bruce Silverblade still do that?
Do they? I don't think so. I don't. Right now, it's not coming to me.
Bruce do a lot of amateur shows in the gym, don't he?
Yeah. A lot of amateurs, but I don't believe they mix amateurs with pros.
But Bruce, he still do the amateur shows at the gym?
Yeah, for sure. They do a lot of, like, New York Metro and all that. The New York tournament. Yeah, there's a lot of amateur tournaments.
Bruce been around the game a long time. AG, I just,
Man,
all them stars that with Errol Spence put that money down. I know that they sick today.
Man, Vegas was crazy this week. And did you get to see what happened between the Caleb Plant, your boy Plant, and Charlo?
He just slapped that motherfucker. AG, was you at the hotel when they went off on me?
Nah, but you've told me about it. You told me the story. I wasn't there.
Oh, we gotta talk about the Charlo.
You almost forgot, huh? You almost...
Where they from, Houston or Dallas? Where they from?
They from Houston.
We going to Houston, Texas. Shout out to JP, Prince, and my tone, Antonio Leonard Promotion, all that crew down there from the Rapper Lock, that third ward. Love JP and Antonio, but I want to talk about the Charlo brothers, the gangsters, who got slapped in his mouth by a white boy. Not a white boy from New York, but a white boy from the backwoods of Tennessee. Go ahead, Caleb Plant. You should have knocked them fuck out. They want to jump on me in New York. I'm old. They want to jump on me and my crew. My grandson would have killed both of them. He would have been around. He would have been around for the little one. Would have been around for Charlo. Listen to Terence Smith. Where was the spot of Terence Smith when that white boy smacked you in your fucking mouth? You motherfucker, you got smacked by a white boy from Tennessee. Love you, Caleb Plant. Because you got my homie Birdman training you. And they tell me he smacked the shit out of you.
Man, it was pretty ugly. I don't know what happened. I heard Charlo put his hands on him first and he retaliated, but man, that short got sticky right there. I don't know.
But listen, AG, he got what he deserved, man. They want to be gangsters. You ain't fought in 2 years, man. Almost 2 years. And your brother, he's so dummy. Whoever training him, who trained him? Who trained him, AG?
Who trained which one, Jamel or Jamal?
Both of them fools.
Well, Jamel, the current 154 champion, he gets trained by Derrick James, and Jamal, last I remember, he was training with Ronnie Shields.
Now I got respect for Ronnie Shields.
For sure. I'm not sure if he's still with him, but I think he is.
Ronnie Shields is a good guy, humble guy.
Yeah, real good teacher for sure.
Yeah, old classic teacher. He learned a lot from Georgie Benton, Tommy Brooks, and all them guys. Derrick James, man, he's not as good a trainer as people think he is. He got a one-way plan, man, and that shit backfired and got his head cracked last night.
Man, I think you was right when you say he need to bring in somebody to help, because he trained in Spence, Charlo, Ryan Garcia, Anthony Joshua, like that. Those are all big fights.
Brought him in.
Anthony Joshua's over there with him in Texas. He fighting next.
Who he fighting next, Anthony Joshua?
He fighting Dillian White.
Again?
Yeah.
What the hell is Eddie? Is he still with Eddie?
He's still with Eddie. That's Eddie's fight right there.
Where the fight gonna be at?
In London, I believe.
This shit is crazy.
It's definitely in the UK, I think London. So.
But AG, another question to you, because you be talking to people more than I do since I had the stroke. AG, is that card gonna help in December?
With Wilder and Joshua?
The card supposed to be in December in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they said it was gonna be Fury versus I forgot who Fury was supposed to fight, and then Wilder versus Joshua. Oh, Fury, Usyk, and Wilder, Joshua. But man, I don't know. They said there was already contract, but it's looking like smoke and mirrors to me, honestly.
You know, I haven't talked to Shelly Finkel. I haven't talked to his secretary. But I'd like to know what the hell is going on in boxing. Everything's confusing. It wasn't confusion in my day.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more confusion. Last night, AD showed you. AD. Where was the cut man in that boy's corner? It was no end swell. It was no ice pack. It was worse than last night than it was when Mike Tyson busted up.
I'm not sure who was his cut man last night. That's a good question. That's a good question.
You know your eyes younger than mine. Did you see any end swells in the corner?
Nah, I don't remember seeing any good cut man work. Like I don't know. I got. It's not fair to me to say right now, but I don't remember seeing it. Like,
No, that's why I asked you. Did you see anybody putting any ice bag on his face? I didn't see anybody put no ice bag on his face, no inswell.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
not
I
saying
would
that they
hope they
didn't
did.
have, but I don't remember seeing Derrick James putting that on his face.
Yeah,
And you were talking about Derrick James, a great trainer. They got to be crazy.
I mean, they
He
cleaned him
had
up a
one
little
thing.
bit, but his
He's
face
a
is.
decent trainer, but he's no great trainer.
Mm.
He's no Ray Arcel. He's no Slim Robinson. He's no Sam Solomon. He's no Angelo Dundee. He's no Richard Getty. He's none of them guys, man. He's no Kill Clancy.
Mm.
And he definitely ain't as good a trainer as Bomac. Bomac got a hell of a suit.
Bomac is lit right now.
See, Bomac, do you see Bomac in the dressing room crying? Pluck them. Pluck them.
Yeah.
Pluck them.
Bomac feels like a lot of people overlooked him. He's never really won the Trainer of the Year award or none of those things. So
they overlooked it.
it's good to see him finally. Huh?
They came, AG. I'm gonna say this, and you may agree with me, may not. But last night, Terence put himself in the lead up there with Tommy, Ray, Duran, Marvin. He put himself in that lead last night.
Oh, no doubt about it. No, that's one of the best performances.
He amongst all the great, and he had some great performances last night. He outdid the rest of them.
That looked like a St. Valentine's Day Massacre type of fight.
Woo! That was a hell of a massacre, wasn't
it? It really was. I'm not even laughing at Spence. It just really was like that. Like
it's just that Errol Spence has skill. But little brother, I think you need a medical tune-up before you come back. Not dogging your trainer. Got respect for the brother. But sometime in life, like Sam Cooke said, a change gonna come. Sometimes you gotta make a change.
Mm.
You can still look out for him. I know he's been with you since you was a kid. If after you want to throw him a couple of hours, then that's on you. That's just love. But you got to think about your health, brother, and think about them two lovely daughters you got and that lovely woman I saw you with during the interview. You can't worry about Derrick James and Al Heyman and Sam Watson them. And I got love for Sam Watson. You got to do what is best for Errol Spence and your children and your family. You can't worry about the fight game, bro. It may be over. It may not be over. Do some soul searching. And, brother, I want you to do what is best for them two lovely daughters of yours and your woman. Right. Don't worry about the fight game. The fight game will be here when you and I are dead and gone. I've been in this game almost 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 80. I'm not going to dog. I'm corner man boxing. And y'all thought I would get on here and dog Errol Spence out? I don't do that. The man lost. He took it graceful. He didn't go off. There wasn't no fighting in the ring. Harvey Doc did a hell of a job. Harvey didn't want the man to get hurt badly on his watch. And I just think the corner wasn't prepared. The camp wasn't prepared. Didn't have no answer last night with Terence Crawford fight. Bing, round 12. Where we going now, AG? What's up next? What's coming up?
What's coming? Well, we know we got Charlo and Canelo, but that's like in September. We got your boy Devin Haney fighting Regis Prograis. Is looking like 140.
What date is that? I talked to Bill, but what date are you hearing, AG, through the grapevine?
That's in October.
Vegas?
I believe October 28th, something like that. Vegas.
I talked to Bill. Bill told me it was almost done. It should have been done by 5 o'clock this past Monday. He just got back in the country, him and Devin. They doing a co-promotion on this fight. They are not with nobody.
Really?
They didn't re-sign with Top Rank.
Right, but wouldn't they have to co-promote it with Matchroom, right, Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, they promoted the Devin Haney promotion. It's called promoting the fight, and Devin got to guarantee something, and the rest comes on, and you get two checks, one for his promotion company, and one for the fight. So that's in October. Now, this is the little Charlo fight Canelo, right?
Yes, sir.
AG, what do you think about him going up 14 times? What do you think about it?
Going up to see Canelo?
At 68 or at 60?
68. He going up 2 weight classes.
AG, he putting on 14 pounds?
Yeah.
Is the organization AG making him give up his title?
I don't believe so. I think he'll still be undisputed at 154.
He got all the titles?
He got all the titles at 54. Him and Derrick James, that's his undisputed fighter.
But Derrick James looked too good last night.
Yeah, I mean, definitely wasn't his night, to say the least.
Shit, he ain't had too many good nights. Shit, he ain't had a good weekend. His fighter got slapped by a white boy who trained by my homie.
Nah, the one that got slapped is the other one, the older Charlo.
Yeah, that's what we're talking shit to me. AG, I can see you got slapped by a white boy out of New York from Hell's Kitchen because the West is crazy. You got slapped by a white boy from the backwoods Tennessee. I love Caleb Plant with that left hook because he trained by my homie Birdman.
Right, he caught him with a left hook too. It was just an open fist. It was a slap.
Dang it. Kept spinning like he was his host. Ain't this some shit, AG? They talk all that gangster talk. You lose your purse in the strip yard, then you get beat up by a white boy.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think y'all think I'm prejudiced. Can't play all right with me. My homie training, Birdman. But damn, I can see it. He's a homo white boy from Tennessee. But I can see you got slapped by a white boy from Hell's Kitchen because the West is crazy.
Right.
But this here, boy, listen. See, I keep telling people, a lot of the white boys don't take no bullshit. You go around and talk all that shit and got slapped in press conference. What the fuck you doing in Vegas anyway? And he got a fight coming up?
Nah, Big Charlo's inactive. The older one, he don't got nothing lined up right now. Which is crazy because he hasn't fought in about 2 years, and everybody's complaining he's still got the belt. They're not taking it away, but I don't know.
So AG, you telling me, AG, now I ain't crazy. You tell me the organization didn't take the belt?
Nah, he still got it. I mean, he's been dealing clearly with like some mental issues and some outside of the ring stuff that I hope he figures out. But yeah, he's still.
Is he kind of crazy?
Nah, lately there's been some videos circulating of him like looking messed up, recording himself looking, some people saying he looked drunk. I don't know. I ain't gonna judge it, but.
I heard our boys down there, they don't fuck with him.
Who?
Our crew down there, Antonio and all them, they don't fuck with them guys.
Oh shit! You would know better than me, but.
They don't fuck with them guys, man. Because them guys ain't with them. They with Heyman. Heyman responsible for them.
Right, he is.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, life sure come at you fast.
AG, our boy out there.
Who's that?
Our boy, the one that gave us a ride.
Oh, he was out there?
Yeah, he called me from out there. And him and his wife went out there.
Oh, wow.
He came and took me way to Bronxville the other day to get a fruit bowl. I had Chinese food, man. I don't want no fruit bowl. Run up my sugar.
Right. He don't eat meat. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, he went and got a fruit bowl. I made him give me some Chinese food. Me and him and some guy. He moved to another school.
Yeah, he was telling me about that.
Oh, you talked to him?
Yeah, Maestro. That's it. Shout out to Maestro.
Yeah, he told me, but I want the world to know that I told y'all about that little black kid from Omaha, Nebraska.
Man,
he went to work in last night.
That man vicious.
He did a good job. AG, I'm gonna say this. I know they're gonna be mad at me in Philadelphia, but Bruce Ennis ain't ready for Terence Crawford. He's not ready for Terence Crawford.
I don't know who's ready for Terence Crawford right now, but to keep it on Boots, I agree. I would like to see him get couple more fights before.
I would say Adrian Broner, Ugas, and Keith Thurman.
For sure.
Those are the fighters that put him on that level.
For sure.
More, I would say more of Ugas, because Ugas a rugged guy, and Ugas would bring out his best.
Mm-hmm.
And Ugas had, AG, how many shots he had at the title? 3?
He fought Porter. I'm not sure if Porter was the champ at the time. He might have been. And then
Didn't he fight Triple G?
Nah, he fought Pacquiao. He beat Pacquiao, and then he fought Spence.
No, Ugas. AG, that night we was in the Garden. Didn't Ugas fight Triple G?
Nah, he ain't never fight Triple G.
Well, what's the guy name that fought Triple G at the Garden?
Derevchenko?
Huh?
Derevchenko, Sergey?
Oh, Derevchenko. Derevchenko was a guy that ain't had 20 fights and then had a couple shots at the title. Oh, that name, the Derevchenko.
Yeah, he from Ukraine. That's a different dude.
Yeah. But listen, AT, somebody told me, now you might know, I don't know, that Al Heyman signed Boo Boo. What the hell they signed Boo Boo for?
Hey,
Boo Boo's that man.
Hey, I don't know. I know Boo Boo personally. He's a great dude, man. I think he's a great fighter. I wish him well, but I don't know.
He can't sell flies.
Yeah, his career has been like held up. You know, it's difficult at this point.
I heard Eddie got rid of him.
Yeah, he was with Eddie, and he had a couple fights, and then Eddie also promised him, you know, big fights, I guess, like Canelo and all these bigger names, but he never got none of them. So
who he with now?
He's with last I saw, Al Heyman had him. Al Heyman, and I'm not. Yeah, I just want to say Al Heyman. I was thinking maybe Lou DiBella got a hand, but nah, I don't think so.
Lou ain't that retarded.
Nah, Lou don't got it. Lou don't got him.
Is Lou got anything coming up?
It might be Salita. Salita might be working with him a little bit.
Well, Salita known to go around from state to state putting on club shows. The leader might sign him and put him on some club shows in his hometown to keep him acting and try to make a deal on a big payday so he can get his money back. Now, Salita known, him and Greg Cohn known for that.
Mm-hmm.
Putting on club shows, building up fighters, and putting them in whether they lose or win. Now, I could see Salita doing that. Along with Al Heyman, I could see Salita doing that. Right. I'm the small promoter, you're the big promoter. I could see Salita doing that.
Right.
So what next up for your ugly girlfriend, Carissa Shields?
You crazy.
Her ugly ass was there last night.
I have no idea what's going on next with Clarissa.
I said, man, you remember I said, you know what? I was thinking about our brother today, man. AG, I miss him so much.
I miss Xavier like crazy too, man.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man. AG, I can't find nobody.